Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out week 3 of October. So we are going to be looking at October 17th through the 23rd. I do just want to say, if y'all hear noise in the background, my husband is in here as well too, playing his game, so I apologize for whatever it may be that you hear. And then of course I have a little girl. She's gonna be running back in here, all of the things, but this is life. So let's just jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another one. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one, and we are expecting our second child, actually, very, very soon at this point. And on here, we do all things cashless budgeting. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so first we're going to start off with, our expenses. So the way our expenses work is that I charge everything to a credit card, and then at the end of the week, while I'm reconciling with you guys, then I go ahead and pay that card off. So as you can see, we have some spending. So normally I hide the numbers, but I don't have anything right now. So we're starting off on the 17th. We did groceries for $115.88. And then I also did an Amazon grocery haul kind of. And it was just to get some bulk snacks that were a lot cheaper on Amazon than buying it at the grocery store. And I spent $52.10. The good thing is that for groceries for the 4th week, I don't have to buy any snacks because the snacks actually lasted for the next week. And then I had breakfast this morning. I wanted a different kind of breakfast. Wanted some grits and biscuits. So I got that. And then for dinner this day, this was the day I want to say we went and got our washing machine, and so on our way back home we got some wings and they hit the spot, y'all. And then on the 19th I spent $140.72 on household items. So I bulked up on toilet paper and paper towels. I did get some Airwick for the house, and I'm trying to think of some other stuff that I picked up. I can't remember, but I bought things that we would need for our house. Then my car needed gas. I'm not driving, so whenever my husband uses the car or whatever, that's just whenever the gas runs out, and then we fill it back up. So that was $44.71. And then I had McDonald's for $8.96. This was when I went to the doctor that morning and then had to go get a shot. And so when I was at CVS, I spent $13.07 on snacks. I was able, because CVS has like 2 things that I cannot find anywhere else. That is where I get my chia and my flaxseed from, and it lasts me like a whole year. And then they also have this like little trail mix that I love, 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 love. And so I had got that while I was there because I wasn't sure when I was going to go back. And then on the 22nd, I think this was for both me and my husband, we got Chick-fil-A for $21.28. Yeah, because I can't eat $21.28 worth of Chick-fil-A. And then on the 23rd, they came and cut our grass. As you can see, we are negative $50.82, y'all. Can you believe that it's only 3 weeks into October and I am negative? The good thing about this is that I'm not negative in my actual checking account. I'm just spent over on a credit card. However, spoiler alert, my husband did give me some money, and then I am taking money out of just like our checking account buffer to cover for the next 2 weeks. So you'll see this kind of get reconciled next week when we tap in. hopefully, because the way things are looking, baby girl will probably be here. Not that I want her to come this early, y'all. She'll probably be here on the 30th of October. And so this is normally when I close out my budget. And I know that I probably won't be back home until like Monday or Tuesday. So we'll just see. If not, y'all get it when you get it. So that is our expense tracker. But all of the spending that we did, honestly, were just like small little spendings. I am like reeling it back, especially now that I'm not having like these huge cravings, because one of the things with groceries were that I was buying things that I don't normally buy if I wasn't pregnant. So a lot of the snacks and things like that, I don't normally buy. If you guys are not used to my channel or anything, we don't eat a lot of those things. So that was eating up in my budget some. So I am hoping that we'll start to be able to even out come December, January. I'm not gonna say November because that's my birthday month and it's Thanksgiving and all of the fun things. So now we're gonna go and check out how much I have spent for week 3. Okay, so the way that I do this here is I just like to see each week what I'm spending in each of these 4 categories, because those are the categories where I spend the most money in. But the money is there for whatever I need to spend. So if I only have $1,000, I only have $1,000 to spend. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, since September, I've actually enjoyed it this way. It has like calmed my nerves, and it makes it so much more simple. So far, I've spent $482.83 on groceries, $70.13 on gas, $35 in household, and $143.76 in spending. So for groceries this week, I spent $167.98. For gas, I spent $71. For household, I spent $170. I knew this pen. So this pen is actually no good then. Let's get another pen, y'all. Let's see if I have another blue one that can kind of take its place. 175.72, and then spending was 103.56. Okay, so now let's add these up over here. So we have 482.83 plus 167.98. So we are at $650.81. For gas, we were at $70.13 plus $44.71. That is $114.84. Household was $35 plus $175.72. That is at $210.72. And then spending is at $143.76 plus $103.56. So $247.32. And if you guys look at this, if I was to budget this out, like groceries had a specific number, gas has a specific number, I technically would have been over in all the categories, because I would have budgeted maybe $600 or $700 for groceries. Well, gas would have had a little bit, but it would look like I would have been over technically by more, because I would have spent more in a category, although there was still money in the account. And I think that's what bothers me the most and why I changed that. So, yeah, these are now the totals of what we spent so far. And then now we need to add up what we have actually spent for the week. And we spent $491.97. And once again, I'm not really mad at these numbers. October I knew was going to be a little bit crazy because we are prepping for baby and getting all of the things. And yeah. All right, had to get some water, y'all. So I knew we were going to kind of spend some stuff, and this gas grocery situation is just not dealing the way that most of us would want it to. So now we're going to move over to our Paycheck closeout. So this is our operating account. Whenever I went back, because I always make sure this expense tracker matches what's in my actual checking account or operating account. So I did have to go and fix these because my numbers were a little bit off. So at the end of week 2, we were at $34.27. And then we added our income. The only bill we had was $106.35, and then our investments at $11. So now we're going to check our Paycheck tracker to make sure that this matches that. So let's get over here. Did I say $34.27? Excuse me. Yes, $34.27. So let's go through this. So we had $34.27 for our rollover, and then we have $1,500, and then we have $550. And we're going to still calculate all of this to make sure the numbers match. So we had $20.84.27 for our fixed expenses. It was $106.35. $106.35. So minus $106.35. That leaves us at $1977.92. We did not do anything for variable. So we'll have this roll over here. And we did put $11 into our investments. Right now, we just have, as a household, an Acorns account that we're just letting roundups go into. So like I have all of our credit cards attached to Acorns. So whatever card I'm using, it's just rounding up that money. Once it gets to $5, it will then invest that money. So I always just make sure there's money going in each month to be able to put money aside. Now, I'm not going to lie, I may need to put more money because we have definitely been investing more than $11 a month, which I'm happy. It's money we don't have to think about. I do just want to say that me and my husband, we do have our own separate 401ks and IRAs. So this is not just like our only investment. It's this is what I have for our household account at the moment. So we did 11 here. So we'll minus 11. And then we are at 1966.92. And we did not do anything for our loan. Just, y'all, I was all out of whack. Okay. This should be 0. So we are rolling over technically 1966.92. And then we are just going to make sure that matches here. Yep, 1966.92. And then also for this week, we finally paid my car registration, which was $75.75. So that was the only thing that I had to spend out of my sinking funds this week. So we have that here, and this is what I'm using like this cash envelope breakdown page for is really just writing down the different categories of anything that we use out of our sinking funds or savings. And then y'all, I still have my tracker over here with everything that has been spent for the month, and I need to get my life together because I have not even set up for the month of October, and we're almost out of it. My sinking funds, like as a whole tracker, so I need to get that together. But we started off at $34.26.95 in our sinking funds, and we're currently at $31.09.61. So that is our check-in for the third week of October, you guys. And I've already done this, so now we can put that under here and we can work on the fourth paycheck when that comes around. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.